In this video, we're going to be discussing how to improve your gameplay as a solo rec center on NBA 2K24. Now, for me personally, I think centers on this game, I mean, it's crazy when I see how other centers play. When I go my power forward, when I go my small forward, it's just insane how basic a lot of centers are in this game. So, in this gameplay, I'm going to be using my Joel Embiid build. Now, there are different kinds of ways to dominate with, centers on 2K. I'm not going to tell you to make a particular type of center, but what I am going to say is I just find that having an inside-out center makes your life a lot easier just because you have a lot more option in terms of what to do, especially on the offensive side. And you guys will see in this gameplay some of the stuff that I'm talking about in terms of being able to shoot and being able to go on the inside. So first possession right here, you guys will see I'll be able to set a screen. Right? Usually every time I set a screen, this is what a lot of centers don't know. You need to have a plan straight away. As you guys can see, as soon as I set the screen, I noticed their center straight away went into the paint, right? This is why I'm telling you guys very good to be having an inside out big, because if I had an inside center there, I wouldn't have any choice but to roll to the paint or kind of stay out and kind of reset the play, which is kind of, kind of killing the possession. But right here, it's another disciplined play, being able to reset the 3 seconds, okay? This is another thing I see. So a lot of centers get defensive 3 seconds for no particular reason. Just remember, every time it doesn't have to be your matchup, right? Right here, I'll try to take a charge. It doesn't need to be your matchup, but every time there is basically any sort of contact made in the paint, it resets your 3 seconds. So I'm always trying to utilize, especially when you're playing rec randoms where there's a lot of people in the paint. Like right there, everyone went into the paint, right? I stayed out. That was going to be a wide open shot, but I kind of faked my center out. He jumped for the 3. I could have shot a 3 right there, but I just wanted to guarantee the bucket. Again, this is the reason why, for me personally, having an inside out center makes a lot more difference in terms of gameplay. Right here, trying to kind of play and shade both possessions right there wasn't too bad. But again, having that option right here, I noticed my matchup wasn't on me, and a lot of centers don't do this, okay? Right here, I noticed my matchup wasn't guarding me, and you guys saw right there, even though I am playing with rec randoms, I slowed down the game, okay? This is one of the things I do very, very well in a lot of my builds. I always slow the pace down to match my play style, okay? Right, I took my time, and I went into it. Right, again, what I'm going to do is you can see the centers jumping. Now there's a guy wide open in the corner, but I'm going to use him as bait, okay? I use them as bait into my hop shot because I know someone's going to try to cover that guy. And again, that kind of helped me get open on my possession. Right, it was kind of 2 guys open, but I realized this guy's going to hit the AI. Now, usually the AIs tend to shoot a lot in this game. The build I am using, surprisingly, only has a bronze anchor, and I'm still getting block shots on these jump shot animations. Right, I'm gonna stuff this guy with the movable enforcer, stonewall him, but straight away, because I realized this guy, I quickly reset my feet there, okay, so I don't get 3 seconds. And I quickly went back because I realized he likes to slash a lot. You guys will see he was doing that pretty much the whole game, okay? There's just different kind of ways. Another thing right here is I'm not going to get the bucket right here, but the ability to be able to dex, especially for outside centers. I think a lot of outside centers sometimes, you guys just stand still, okay? Which kind of makes it easy for your matchup to kind of contest you. But right there as well, if you guys replay that, okay, the hands-up contest is so overpowered on 2K. Okay, the hands-up contest is so OP, which is why I don't understand how people get cut on this game, bro. Just give your guy a little bit of space and put your hands up, bro. I don't understand how you'll be sitting on players and you're getting cut on, and you guys are just absolutely, it baffles me, bro. If you play against me, just forget calling the cuts, bro. It ain't gonna happen. You'd never get off, okay? Right there, again, trying to guard 2 players. Positioning is very, very key as a big on this game as a solo player, bro. It's your job to kind of do your thing. Now, talking about slowing down the game, like I said, I'm a very offensive center, okay? I'm a very aggressive center when I play 2K. So every time I play rec randoms, you need to go with an offensive build. Otherwise, it's going to be a long game, bro. It's going to be a very, very long game. Right here, again, just being aggressive as much as I can, trying to worm my way through right there. Wasn't the most sort of impressive play, but I noticed the guy was kind of playing too much to the left side. Hence the reason why I went to the right side. It's halftime now. You guys will see, even though we have 27 points, I have the majority of the points because the guys I'm playing with, they're not aggressive. You can see from the score, okay? No one else even has basically close to a double-digit point except for me. And now a lot of my points aren't shots that are just like easy to make. Like these are shots I have to create. Now because this guy's a slasher, there's no point in me stepping up on the 3. Again, you guys need to be able to understand and analyze who you're playing with and what kind of play style they have. Right here, I was gonna roll. Again, this is the benefit of being an inside-out center. You can see I was gonna run that possession, but then I realized my matchup was already in the paint. So he was gonna help on my player right there. So therefore, I just stayed out, and it was an easy 3. Now, I'm not saying you can't dominate as an inside big, but what I'm just saying is this year, the 3-pointer is so cheap. It's not even expensive in comparison to previous years. Even if it's like a 75, bro, it's just worth putting on for me personally, okay? Again, having the ability to be able to stand on the outside also gives me time to kind of think of what offense I'm going to do. Right here, you have to hop into like 3 players. It was contested, fair enough, but I ended up making it. But that was more of a tough shot, which is fine. But being aggressive as well is very, very key. Or kind of knowing your play style, okay? I stood on the outside right there. Took my time in the paint. There's no rush. Okay, you guys see another pump fake because I knew I was going to get a standing dunk animation favorable of that. Again, being an inside-out center, it gives you that option to be able to go in and out of the game. Okay, you can stay out, you can go into the paint, you can space the floor. Right, I was spacing the floor, but for some reason, my random just, randoms being randoms, okay? They just decide not to pass the ball to you. But it just allows you to be able to play with different kinds of players. The issue sometimes with right, again, being patient as well is another key thing as a center, but a lot of centers really, you're like jumping. You guys jump too much. You guys can see I just put my hands up, okay? If he goes up with that, he's gonna miss it. So there ain't no point in me jump. I'm already in a good position. If I was in a bad position, then I would jump. A lot of you centers sometimes, you guys have really good position, but you guys still be jumping. But right here again, I was gonna roll into the paint, but you guys can clearly see there was already a guy in there, right? There's already a guy in there, and this is the benefit, again, being an inside-out center, because now I can just take my time and take the jump shot. Again, I'm nothing against inside bigs, but if you was an inside big there, you wouldn't have that would have been a dead possession. Right here, another crazy rebound. And the point I'm trying to make to a lot of these bigs as well, sometimes, look at the build I'm using right now. I can go inside and I can go on the outside. So, like, what is the benefit of just having a pure inside big? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying inside bigs are bad or whatever. I'm just saying, like, the 3-point this year is it's literally nothing. It doesn't cost anything to start the 3-pointer. Why don't y'all just want to go on the outside and just space the floor a little bit? Because y'all can still see I'm still getting rebounds on this build. I'm still playing well. Now I can space the floor. I have the options to be able to do this. Taking my time right here. I'm going to do this. I was going to shoot that, but I knew that the other guy was going to help. End up passing it to my matchup. Another wide open shot. But there's just so many different ways on what to do right here. Even again, being an inside out player, now I went into the paint, taking my time, and I can still dunk in the paint. So I don't, like, when I play certain people, they're like, oh, I'm an inside big. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what does an inside big mean? Like, what's my build then? Okay, like, how would you describe my build? Because I can go on the inside, and if I see the paint is completely clogged because this is a random gameplay, I'm just going to stay out. There's no point in me trying to join the chaos in the paint. Now, it's very, very key to always analyze where your matchup is and, what they're doing and how to kind of take advantage of that. But again, it's always really baffling to me when I play certain bigs and they're like, oh yeah, my build's an inside big. And I'm like, okay, like, what does that mean? Like, I don't see you guys do anything on the inside that my build can't do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do that my build can't as a pure inside center? Again, I know a lot of pure inside centers. I know some of you guys have them, and I know you guys are going to defend them. I'm not saying there's anything against it. I'm just saying to play with different kinds of rec players, because every rec player is different. You have the pure slashers, you have the 3-point shot breakers, we call them out here. So being an inside out big, it just gives you a bit more versatility in terms of how to play and who to play with and how to adjust your game to what kind of play style. But anyways, y'all let me know how you guys kind of play out, how you guys been finding center position. Do you guys even play center position? I don't really play guard that much. I mean, I'm pretty much a big, though, in my entire history on 2K, mainly anyway. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, and I'll catch you in the next one.